Welcome to Tabletop Simulator. Thought I would do a quick overview of this game. It should be less than a few minutes, but it's a new game that came out a couple of weeks ago. It pretty much just simulates tabletop games. It's self-explanatory. First off, they got a bunch of modes here, so you can play card games. You can spawn a bunch of shit. Let's see here. Spawn objects. Let's see, poker chips. Let's spawn a couple poker chips. Here we go. And then, play some poker. Or, we don't need to play poker. We could also just, we can deal some cards. You play, Go Fish. So we can go back here. This is for the host if you're playing multiplayer, but this is very similar. It's, card action, so we can start dealing cards. Does that automatically. Reset all cards. There's also more game modes we can play. There's mahjong, dice, chess, but there's again no AI. There's no AI. It's just the boards, checkers, dominoes, Go. Poker. Just they build poker into the thing. But the real thing is, you even get RPG sets. Whoa, is that a new guy? Huh. Real thing is, go here. We can make our own. Let's see here. It's gonna have workshop support later on in the patch. They're at 1.2. They've been patching. Every 2 weeks is a good. They're really just adding content more than and fixing bugs. So it's a real alpha. But the real thing is, you can load up games, bootleg games, like Munction, which my friends play all the time. So let's see here. Slowly fills in the deck. There we go. So this is Munchkin, kind of RPG card game, and you fight monsters. You have classes and all that stuff. It's you can be an elf. You can be an elf and get away. You level up if you help somebody. Also, the cool stuff. There's also Monopoly. Somebody can make Monopoly. This is off of Nexus Mods. This is not legit. I don't know how the legality is in the gray area. So since they're not making it, they're not liable for this. So you can make your own cards and all cards. So you got properties here. You got money. To make your own mods, you just go in here and type in your URL for a web for an image for the board. Let's see, I'll close here. So you want to put an image here for the board. I don't have one right away, but you'll pop up with that. Close here. You want to spawn an object. Where's the cards? Spawn cards. Cards. Custom deck. And then you get your back, and you get what your front facing is, and then how many cards are attached to that. There's on the website or on the community forums. There's in the directory file. There's a template. You can have up to 69 cards per thing. If you go over 69, you just have to make another template and just make another URL, and then you will put 2 here. So say if you had 72, you would do one batch of 69, and then another batch of 2. That's pretty much it. It's a joker. There is RPG elements of this. So go back to here. This is their whole set for RPG. These are all the Unity engine. This isn't Unity, so all the Unity engine assets. If you played Rust, you would notice some of these, like the bear. The werewolf is actually in the loading screen. You should see him in the back, the shadow. So there's all sorts of cool things I can do. I can make him bigger. It's an ogre. What is that? Jesus. Wolf. Just all sorts of cool stuff. Wyvern. you know, Hydra. And then there's all sorts of assets for like building a room here. Let's see here. You know, there's like snapping here. There we go. Snap that. You know, just some shit. There's some chests here. And you're gonna have to fight this orc here. Scale him down. And then spawn some objects. We'll spawn some pawns here. We'll spawn a white guy. And he will be, whoa. He will be, you know, a level dwarf elf. Or dwarf warrior here. And he fights the orc. And I've never played D&D, but you could do that in this game. It's pretty robust. You can. There's also, God... You know, all sorts of different things you can spawn in. They're still adding tons of new stuff. I mean, you can pick metal or dice. Let's do plastic. You know, definitely a D20. You know, D12, D10, D8, D6, D4. You know, different colors of your dice tube, and there's also metal. You know, D4. So all sorts of different stuff. Let's see. And then there's also multiplayer, which is what really is cool about this game. So you go in here, server host, server browser. It's all the different people who are playing stuff. Usually it's people locked up or, playing with their friends or something. So these guys are playing in bootleg Cards Against Humanity, Settlers of Catan in here. All sorts of stuff. There is also built-in IRC into the game. So it goes into you can click that bottom right and just join their IRC channel. Found out your host name. There we go. And then here's all the people in that IRC channel. Yeah, so it's the server. What's the server? I think it's QuakeNet, yeah? Yeah, QuakeNet, and then Tabletop Simulator is their thing. So that pretty much wraps it up. Actually, I'll show you how to make a game here. Host a server. Everyone has AIDS. We do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then if you want to build your own thing, you make custom saves. You save it. So, we can do Munchkin again here. Load that. It's taking a little bit of time. It might crash. There we go. It's still it still needs some optimization, but it's still pretty good. And then I can just oh shit, you can unwind things, options. I can set it, remove the password, allow for people to flip the table, change the gravity modifier. I can even change the table. So we can go like that, something like that. It does affect the game. Shit, there's my mic. It does affect the card layout. So do that if you're going to change the table. Do it before you start playing. So there's big huge black blackjack table, and then the circle here. This is real nice. This is really the best one. There's also take your card, and that's in your hand. Nobody can see this. So you can flip them over with F, and nobody will be able to see your cards, which is real nice. There's also little notepads you can do on your team. Say, this, you put it in public, everybody sees it. It would be in the, I think it's in the, switch to, oh, there it goes. So that would be in the top right. You switch it to public or private, nobody sees it. Begin turns is really nothing to. Just starts a turn is really just to notify you of whose turn it. You can't force people to have turns. And I think that's about it. Oh, backgrounds too. There's some backgrounds here. Some are not properly done right, but it's more of a lighting. So you get your forest, nice shaded lighting. It's pretty cool. Fucking it's probably seamed up at the top. Pretty cool, photosphere. A field of grass. So different lighting too. Tunnel gets this is a really weird tunnel. This is where you get raped. There's there's a pack of cigarettes and a condom right there. Some more cigarettes. that pretty much sums up Tabletop Simulator. It's out now. I'll put a link in the description. It's not that expensive. So they are working on the... so I'll show you here. Community Hub. And... come on. There we go. And the price is, $15. It was on sale earlier, but there's also a 4-pack for your friends for $45, so a lot cheaper. And this game's pretty fun. I expect great things from this game, and thanks for watching.